Welcome back to World Truth, your one-stop shop for, well, world truths. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more hard-hitting analysis. Now, let's talk Trump. The Donald is back, baby, and he's got plans. Big plans. Plans that involve maps, eagles, and possibly some light treason. First up, Canada. Our friendly neighbors to the north might be in for a rude awakening. Trump, in his infinite wisdom, seems to think Canada is just America's hat. A resource-rich, maple syrup-producing hat that's ripe for the taking. Trump's grand vision? Well, he's floated the idea of incorporating Canada into the US. Yes, you heard that right. Incorporate. Like some sort of hostile corporate takeover, but with more moose and less Wall Street. How he plans to pull this off is anyone's guess. Maybe he'll challenge Trudeau to a curling match, winner takes all. Or maybe he'll just build a wall, but this time, make Canada pay for it. But wait, there's more! If Canada doesn't want to be absorbed into the Trumpian empire, well, he's got a backup plan: tariffs. And not just any tariffs, folks. We're talking tariffs so high they'd make a bald eagle blush. Trump's reasoning? Unfair trade practices and, wait for it, drug trafficking. Because apparently Canadian pharmacies are just fronts for a vast maple syrup methamphetamine operation. Who knew? This is just the tip of the iceberg, folks. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into Trump's plans for Greenland, the Panama Canal, and the body of water formerly known as the Gulf of Mexico. Spoiler alert, it involves more renaming things after America. Because when it comes to subtlety, Trump makes a bull in a china shop look like a ninja in a library. Section 2, The Art of the Deal, Greenland and the Panama Canal. Next on Trump's world domination tour, Greenland. That icy, sparsely populated island that Denmark seems to think it owns. Well, Trump's not buying it, literally. Remember back in 2019 when he tried to buy Greenland? Yeah, that wasn't a joke. Turns out he's still got his eye on that frosty prize. His logic? National security, of course, because nothing says secure like owning a giant ice cube that's melting faster than Trump's tanning bed. But here's the kicker. Trump seems to think the Greenlanders are just itching to break free from Denmark's tyrannical grip and join the land of freedom fries and supersized sodas. He's probably picturing them right now, huddled around their igloos, wearing MAGA hats and chanting USA, USA. Now let's hop, skip, and jump down to Panama, where Trump's got his sights set on reclaiming a certain canal. You see, Trump's got this thing about things that were once American being American again. It's like a weird geopolitical game of keep away. And the Panama Canal? Well, that's one prized possession he wants back in Uncle Sam's hands, his beef, China. Apparently, China having anything to do with the Panama Canal is a threat to national security. Never mind the fact that China just uses it to transport goods like every other country. Nope. In Trump's eyes, it's a slippery slope to China controlling the world's shipping lanes and forcing everyone to eat with chopsticks. Section 3, Democrats cry foul, a tsunami of opposition. Unsurprisingly, not everyone is thrilled about Trump's plans to redraw the world map, like some kind of deranged kindergarten teacher. Democrats, those champions of reason and sanity, at least in this scenario, are sounding the alarm. They're waving their hands, pulling their hair, and generally freaking out about the potential consequences of Trump's America First, and second and third, and let's be honest, probably fourth agenda. They're pointing out the glaringly obvious that annexing Canada might be a tad difficult considering, they're an independent country with their own government and everything. They're also highlighting the fact that Trump's obsession with Greenland is about as realistic as a snowball's chance in hell. And, as for the Panama Canal, well, let's just say the Democrats are using words like imperialism and international incident. But it's not just the international implications that have Democrats worried. They're also concerned about the potential fallout at home. Because when Trump starts talking about tariffs and trade wars, well, it tends to make the economy a little, shall we say, jittery. And nobody wants to see a repeat of the Great Depression except maybe those doomsday preppers who've been stockpiling beans and ammunition in their underground bunkers. Section 4, The Best and Worst of Times, Navigating the Trumpian Seas. So, what's the verdict? Is Trump going to plunge the world into chaos and usher in a new era of global conflict? Or will he somehow manage to negotiate his way to a more prosperous and secure future for America? And possibly Canada, Greenland, and Panama, depending on how you look at it. Only time will tell. In a best-case scenario, Trump somehow manages to channel his inner dealmaker, or maybe he just hires a really good negotiator who doesn't mind working for someone who thinks windmills cause cancer, and secures favorable terms for the US. Canada agrees to a mutually beneficial trade deal that involves a lot of free maple syrup. Greenland, sensing an opportunity to become the world's largest supplier of bottled water, decides to join the US. And Panama, well, they figure it's easier to just let Trump have the canal back than to deal with his Twitter rants. Now for the worst case scenario, brace yourselves folks, because it's not pretty. Imagine a world where diplomatic relations have gone the way of the dodo. Canada has built a wall of its own, but this one's guarded by Mounties with laser-sighted hockey pucks. Greenland has become a nuclear testing ground for a desperate Denmark. And Panama has formed an alliance with China, Russia, and a rogue group of pirates who communicate solely through carrier pigeon. The global economy has collapsed, and everyone's fighting over the last remaining scraps of food and clean water. Okay, maybe that's a tad dramatic, but the point is, things could get messy. Really messy. And there you have it, folks. The potential triumphs and tribulations of a Trump presidency. Will he be a hero or a villain, a unifier or a divider, a savvy negotiator or a loose cannon? We'll just have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be one hell of a ride. And remember to like and subscribe to World Truth for more updates on this developing story and other important world truths.